live on Facebook and I think YouTube and LinkedIn, all over the place as well. You can then go get this recording any place you consume podcasts. Welcome to all of you people as well that are watching that way. Welcome to 2025. I'm not sure how you're doing right now, but it's interesting. The people I'm talking to are sometimes somewhere in between. Wow, I'm extremely busy, or wow, January is really slow, and February is not as good, a little better, but March is actually looking kind of good. I know it's kind of weird. We're talking about March already, but it is February 3rd, and we just went from a super long month to a short month. So let's talk a little bit about 2025 and what's going on. Obviously, we've had an inauguration. Obviously, we have a new president who's doing all kinds of stuff that is, affecting the market in lots of different ways. As far as we're concerned, the only thing that I found notable, with the exception of the financial markets and how those are moving based on different things going on, especially regarding tariffs and things like that, are that there was a memo. I sort of think of this as like he's got some kind of pad on his desk, and I don't know how long it is, but he's got all kinds of things written down that he's either doing or doing executive orders, or who knows, all the different things that he's attempting to implement. But there was a statement he made, I think, last week regarding housing. And so the statement he made is really neither here nor there. But the importance of it is that that's actually on the list, which is good. So I think we all know that there are a lot of people that would like to buy houses if they could. And we know we have inventory issues. I have no clue how anyone's going to fix that anytime soon. The biggest issue that we have, and we have agents and we have loan officers on here, is quote unquote flat out affordability. That is the number one issue that we're dealing with. And the bottom line is wages have not gone up enough to make up for how much the prices of the houses have gone up. So the only solve for that is, of course, ding, 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 interest rates, because that's the only thing that lowers the payment on these now way more expensive houses. Those of you that have ever taken an economics class anywhere, whether it was in high school or college or wherever, understand the laws of supply and demand. And the reality of it is there are a lot of people out there that want to buy houses, and the market dips even 0.5%. I think we're going to have a little bit of a frenzy. And then, of course, all the house prices are going up even more. I don't even know, there's no president, there's no person anywhere that can literally control that, can put a stop on, an American system of, I want it, I want to pay for it, you want it, okay, who wants to pay the most? That's who gets it, period. Okay, that's just how it works. And that's what we're dealing with right now. So, can this president, for some reason, I don't know, artificially or really get the rates to mellow out? I don't know. What I look at is this is what we have today. I think most consumers are completely settled in. They understand. You all have been running numbers for these people at these rates for a while now. So they are used to what those payments are. I talked about this a little bit in the fall, but as I've been out in the market talking with different agents, the key word for 2025 is math. How good are you at math? Well, if you're a loan officer on this call, you better be really good at math. And if you're a real estate agent, you better be partnering with a loan officer that's really, 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 really good at math, because math is where it's at. Math is what's selling homes right now. And I think if you've done the numbers on, if a single family home is $600,000 where you live right now, and putting whatever 10% down, and you run the numbers at the current rates versus the rates dropping 0.5%, and then the consumer paying $640 or $650, and running the numbers with 10% down. I think we all know winner, winner, chicken dinner. You would have been better off paying 600 with the higher interest rate. I think that math is real quick. It's real easy. And I think we all know it. I think a lot of the consumers don't fully understand it, or they're not able to do that math for themselves. Again, this is an old subject. You've heard me talking about this for a year, but it's apropos, and I wanted to bring it up for today. The number one thing that brokers meaning owners of real estate companies, have been telling me for the past 18 months is that they are concerned that their agents are losing deals because they are not be able to overcome the main objections from consumers or their potential buyers or sellers. They're not able to overcome those objections quick enough, and therefore deals or transactions are hitting the floor and never going anywhere. So the big theme in a lot of the real estate offices are get your client to your lender partner at 100 miles an hour. Stop with the long extended conversations. If you're getting the big objections, which are, I can't move, I have 3%. Where am I going to go? There are no houses. And then the last one, I can't move because the rates are too high and I can't afford it. I think you guys can chime in if there's a bigger one, if there's a fourth one, but I don't really think there is. I think that's the big three right there. Nothing for me to buy. I've got 3%, so I can't move. Or if I move, the rate's too high, and my payment's going to be too high. Well, the only people that can look at someone's credit are loan officers, and I think we all know. If you all look at your own credit card statements right now, if you have perfect credit, you're probably seeing 25 or 26% on your credit cards. Now, hopefully you don't have balances on there. Hopefully you're paying them in full. But if a normal person puts $25,000 on a credit card at 26%, do the math, you're probably never going to pay that off in the history of the world. That's massive amount of interest that you're paying every month to pay down. But if you bought your house in 16 or 17, you refinance it in 20 or 21, I think we all know, if there's agents on this call, you know, if you bought your house in 16 or 17, you have a ton of equity in your house. Now, we know that if you sell your house, you can pay off that high credit debt. You really don't have a 3% mortgage. Your total rate on all of your credit is higher than 3 if you owe money to anyone else. It's really a melded, blended rate, and you could pay off all your debt, move into the new, bigger house because you've had 2 or 3 kids or whatever it is, put less down, even at a higher rate, and your total monthly payments go down. Okay? If you sit with real estate agents and talk about this right now, they don't totally understand this, not because they're not smart people. They are, because they can't look at people's credit. So they can't even do that math. They're basing their conversations on what they're being told, not the reality of what the person's situation is. They're being told by someone, I can't go anywhere. I have a 3% interest rate. I can't move. Meanwhile, the person has $50,000 on a Visa card at 26%. Okay? The fastest thing they should be doing is moving and paying that thing off in a second. But the agent can't see that. You can. The loan officers can see that. Okay? So this is a really big theme on how the best loan officers in the country are closing a lot of loans right now. They are grinding and they are putting deals together old school and doing a lot of math. Your agent partners and agents that are on this call should not be doing that math. These people should be coming to you at 100 miles an hour. You should literally be, I'm going to see if she's on here right now. She's probably watching on Facebook. I was texted by one of the loan officers I work with one-on-one a couple of days ago, and she sent me a screenshot of her calendar and then said, hot water with lemon. And those of you that know me have heard me say all the time, if you don't need hot water with lemon at the end of the day right now, you're not doing your job. You should be talking to people all day long. You should be doing more pre-quals than you've ever done before, because your agent partners should be getting the people over to you at 100 miles an hour. Okay? Now, with that, when I said talking, the other big theme right now, huge, is that email is literally dead and texting is about to die right behind it. Okay. So if you are not picking up the phone or back to using what I call snail mail, all right, social media is a totally different conversation. I don't even want to talk about that today because that's too big of a conversation. But if you are blasting off 1,000 emails to people that don't even like you, all right, and then going to lunch, you are not getting anything done. Literally nothing is happening. Okay? You're getting nothing done. You might think you're getting stuff done, but you are not getting anything done. All right? You need to be on the phone with people, talking to people. You need to be talking to your agent partners. You need to be talking to your pre-quals. You need to be talking to your pre-approvals, whatever you want to call them. Actually pick up the phone. Those of you that are saying, oh, I've got this incredible, our CRM's awesome. It just emails to people all the time. Nobody cares, and no one's looking at the email. If you think people are reading those emails, you're crazy. They are not. Same way you're not reading all the emails you get and you're deleting them all day, no one's reading yours either. Okay? So if you're not picking up the phone or someone on your team is not picking up the phone, you're losing right now. You need to pick the phone up, okay? And literally touch people. You have to. You've got to grind like that in this market. And if you don't think you have time for it, you need to make the time, okay? The other thing, which I'm seeing everywhere, is file quality is still in the doghouse. There's still way too many conditions on your files. Your files should be coming out of underwriting with literally no conditions on them. They should be one-touch files. If after this call, you get off this call and you pull your last 10 approvals and you are seeing any conditions with the exception of homeowner's insurance, earnest money, title, maybe a gift letter, you are doing something wrong. You should not have a ton of conditions on your files right now at all. It's a bad situation. Most companies are not going to start rehiring until we get into the middle of a boom, and we are not in a boom yet. There's specific loan officers booming away, okay? But a lot of loan officers are not back where they were yet, so people are not going to hire a bunch of staff to clean your stuff up, all right? So file quality is a really big one right now. The other thing that I want everyone to understand, and there's people on this call doing lots of loans, there's people on this call doing some loans, and anyone on this call, I'm proud of the fact that you're taking the time out of your day to maybe learn something or hear something interesting. I want you to know that the best loan officers in the country right now and the best real estate agents are game on. They have their pedal to the metal. They are not messing around. They are literally trying to take market share at 100 miles an hour. They were doing it last year, and this is their year per them to take market share. Their volume is going up. Your volume is going down, or not your volume, but other volume is obviously going down if their volume is going up. Okay? So understand, if you're not working as hard as these people, you're going to lose some business and you're going to lose a step, because people doing 30, 35 loans a month, who I know personally, who I work with, want to be doing 50 loans. They don't want to do 35 and go hang out and go on vacation. They want 50. So they want another 15 from where, I don't know, but probably going to be from other loan officers, of course, because it's not like there's a ton of inventory, a ton of extra deals out there for people to just grab standing on the street corner. Okay? So it's very, very important that you understand you have to grind right now. You really, really, really need to grind. Okay? Think about what you're doing all day, every day. Everyone should write this down. At the end of the day, you need to say to yourself, what have I done today to develop a new referral relationship or deepen an existing one? What did I do today to develop a new referral relationship or deepen an existing one? And if you have done none of that activity for the day, that is a fail for the day as far as I'm concerned. I don't care if you got 3 new deals. Okay? Your job is to get referrals, not to do loans. You do loans once you get the referrals. Of course, your job is to do loans or sell houses, but you can't do either one without referrals. You have to have referrals. So your job is to develop relationships so people refer people to you. And if you're not working on that every day, that's a fail, period. I don't care how many new deals you get. Doesn't matter. What have I done today to develop a new referral relationship or deepen an existing one? Have I done any of that activity today at all? If you didn't write that down, I suggest that you write that down and you read it to yourself every day at 5, 6, 7, I don't care, whenever you knock off, you read that to yourself and you really think about it. What did you do or not do? I'm looking at myself on this weird iPad, and I apologize. I'm not staring directly at you guys. But anyway, I would love everyone to write that down. Okay? Everyone. We're about to get through Super Bowl here, and then it's just going to be game on. I think people are getting used to, 9 executive orders flying out every day and starting to just go about their business. I think we still have the same statistics. I know that if the rates drop even a little bit, there's about 5 million people that want to come off right away and buy or sell something. I think the market will be absolutely crazed if the rates drop even a little bit because everyone is used to where the rates are right now. But important, loan officers are out there doing 20 units a month right now. Plus, agents are out there selling 3, 4, 5 houses a month. It's going on all around you. It's happening. So don't think that you can't be doing the same thing. Okay? If you're still burnt out from last year and you weren't able to take some downtime after what I call the the dead time, whenever Christmas is on a Wednesday in the mortgage and real estate business, it's 2 weeks of dead time for the most part because people just leave for 2 weeks. Okay. So hopefully you were able to relax a little bit and everyone is over the I'm tired, I'm beat up. You cannot have that attitude right now. The attitude you need to have right now is pedal to the metal. Let's rock and roll. Let's go. I think 2025 is going to be a great year. I think 2026 is going to be a massive year. And the only way for 2026 to be a massive year for everyone on this call is for you to make 2025 an incredible year. And everyone on this call can absolutely do that. You just need to dig in and work. Work your plan. Plan your work and work your plan. Look at your calendar right now. What's in it? If there's no business building activity in it, that's a problem. You should have things scheduled and you should be working your plan. So some people are off to a slow start in 2025. Other people I'm talking to are off to a blazing start to the point where we're looking to hire more bodies for their teams because they can't handle what's coming in. And when I ask them where everything's coming from, it's coming from new referral partners, new referral relationships that they are picking up as other loan officers exit the business or are screwing up deals left and right because they're not concentrating and they're not working hard and they're not grinding. They're basically not taking it seriously. Remember, I told you all this last year for the first time, and I don't know how many years, maybe ever, and I've been doing this over 30 years. Last year, I heard lots of agents actually say these words to me, Joel, I'm done with this. My kids go to the same school, or the loan officer goes to the same place of worship as me, or I've known them since high school. I'm over it. I'm done. I only want to work with professional loan officers, period. That's it. I'm only working with loan officers who know what they're doing. I'm done with this. This is my next door neighbor, so I got to give him a deal crap. I've never heard that at the level I heard that last year. Okay. Now, the good news is most people left standing now are very professional and know what they're doing, and it's important, but you really got to keep that level up high. You cannot afford to screw a deal up right now. Screwing up one deal right now is a big, big problem. There's another loan officer waiting in the wings to just put their foot right on your back and keep moving. Okay. And you don't and can't want that at all. All right. So welcome to 2025. I sincerely apologize that I kept you all waiting for 2 or 3 minutes here. I always try to keep these calls to 30 minutes. And I think this is a good length for this call, because this call for me, for you all, is just a punch call. Let's go LFG. Tom Brady, I love that, as LFG Player of the Week. LFG, let's bring it. Everyone on this call can have an incredible 2025. There's no reason you can't. There's no reason to bitch over ops or pricing or whatever. Who cares? Put your head down, do loans, and sell real estate. I'll see all of you all in a couple weeks. Everyone, enjoy the Super Bowl.